We got monitor now too.
Manager at Western Health Advantage, a nonprofit health maintenance organization headquartered here in
Copy.
Sacramento.
Okay, copy. We're good.
Mark Gilroy. In his role, Mark is committed to strengthening the local communities by supporting various cultural, health, and human service organizations. We'd like to personally thank him for all the work he does behind the scenes to support Sac Republic in the greater Sacramento region. Let's give it up for Mark Gilroy. Mark, drop that ball on the stand for us.
I didn't realize we were going to a package.
Oh, no.
So now we know. Okay, so I'll toss you into. Let's just stay with Republic's. I'll hit you up with the last the three home games here. Adam, what has been the difference? You could say, first of all, healthy. They've got everyone going, rolling, and they've been able to play their style. And you can talk about 9 different goal scorers, 8 different those with an assist or whatever, how you want to say that. But it won't come as easy tonight as the Tulsa side, blah, blah. Okay, let's take a look back at earlier this year, Adam, in Oklahoma, and Tulsa was able to find a late game winner. And I don't know what you want to talk
Keep an eye on that guy, Calhera.
It's going to be great, yeah. I would just say, well, this is, again, this is a team that or that last game. What do you want to say about that last game? So if I toss you the package, what do you want to say?
Sacramento.
Ladies and gentlemen, handle your seats. 5 minutes to kick off. Presented by our friends at Mother Love Van and Store.
Republic looked to remain perfect at home and off to a good start here in this stretch after putting up 10 goals, allowing just 1. Tonight, they welcome in a much improved Tulsa FC side to Northern California. Sacramento Adam. I don't want all USL, but I'll some of the fact of 2 wins and a draw on this home stretch, how they've been able to get it done. Through 8 games, the Sacramento Republic have been perfect at home. In the last stretch, they put up 10 goals, allowing just 1. However, tonight they welcome in a much revamped Tulsa FC side who puts that first blemish on their record. We welcome you to Hard Held Park alongside Adam Moffat. As always, I'm Rob McAllister. We welcome you here pitch side for yet another USL Championship match in Northern California. Adam, this Republic team, the last 3 games, they've been able to put 2 wins and a draw, playing about as best as we've seen them here in 2025. What has been the difference?
I think you're starting to see that chemistry building between these players. I mean, 9 different goal scorers in the last 2 games, 8 different players getting assists. And that's what Neil Collins has been preaching about, the patience. We'll get there. The trust is coming. These players are starting to really get those combinations going, and it's fun to watch, and they'll want to try and continue it tonight.
Well, they may have surged up the power rankings, there's no doubt about it, but this is a Tulsa side where the Republic had gone 14 straight without a loss against this Oklahoma side. It was earlier this year getting that first win. How does Sacramento prevent Tulsa from getting another win here tonight?
Well, the thing that stood out about that game was 0 shots on 10 shots, 0 on target for Sacramento in that game. They've changed. Things have changed. They've been far more efficient in the attack. And again, if you want to get a result, you've got to hit shots on target.
Well, we're in the midst of summer now, and it's only going to heat up further on. We've got much more to come. Tulsa, Sacramento, Part 2.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
For decades, Ashton Enterprise has represented serious injury victims admitted to all major trauma centers in Northern California, including Rideout, Enloe, Marshall, St. Joseph's, Methodist, Mercy San Juan, Sutter Roseville, Kaiser Roseville, and UC Davis. With brain injuries, broken necks, back, shoulders, and fractured hips, arms and legs with torn ligaments, even quadriplegia. Our local attorneys, not a paralegal, will come to you. There is no fee until we win, so if you've been seriously injured, for the best local advice, call Ashton and Price.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Y'all don't got your Brewfest tickets yet? I have what you have, and then I'll take you on. No reason that you should be dreaming alone.
Tonight's USL Championship broadcast is brought to you in part by Western Health Advantage, insurance plans that balance value and coverage. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Sky River Casino, the premier casino in Elk Grove. Tulsa, Sacramento, the rematch, starting 11s and kickoff coming up next.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012, because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Let's go.
A sensational 78 degrees in Sacramento tonight. Let's take a look at our starting 11s brought to you by the team and law firm. We'll begin with the Republic. Same back threes we've seen before. We'll talk about Freddie Kleeman's injury, but he's going to be good to go. Ryan Spalding, second consecutive start after that sensational goal. Seba also back up at the number 9 position.
Yeah, having everyone healthy and continuing that rhythm is very beneficial for Neil Collins and his side. They want to keep adding to those goals.
Meanwhile, for the Tulsa FC, let's take a look on the road. We've seen them go to a back 4 at times. They're in that back 3 again with Roger, Sissoko, Pierre. Dom and Stauffer, though, also will get up those wings and get back. Almost could look like a back 5 would. Similar to what we saw from them in Oklahoma earlier this year when Luke Spencer's side was able to pick up a 1-0 victory. The flags are waving here at Harnell Park as we are about ready to go from this second matchup between Tulsa and Sacramento. There is Sebastian Herrera. What a year he is having. Multiple goals in cup play. We've also seen him now with 3 in USL Championship play. Adam, we've seen Seba do great things. We have not seen him sustain it for this long. He is on another level. Meanwhile, Alex Duluth, 2 goals and an assist. 22 appearances last year with the club. He's really worked in to be a key figure in this 2025 campaign.
Yeah, in the absence of Calhera up top, who's really been leading this Tulsa side. 9 goals in all competitions this season, 6 in USL Championship play. So someone else has got to step up tonight. For Tulsa to get something in a tough environment, they're going to need big players.
Whistle blows, and here we go from Harnell Park. It is Tulsa in white, Republic, and their camellia and red kits. Is Tulsa already looking like a transitional club here? We've seen them really sit back in those first couple weeks. But as of late, we're seeing double-digit shots every single night, really using their technical ability against their opponent. They're able to stay patient in the back while they'll spring something forward. What do you expect from them here tonight on the road?
I don't think they're going to be too expansive. I think they're going to make sure they keep things tight. Obviously, Las Vegas Lights, they were a little bit too open, I would say, looking at both games. And I don't think Luke Spencer will want to do that to try and get something from this game, because Sacramento is finally shown the quality they have in their squad and their ability to score goals and score a lot of them.
And let's be honest, too, this is a Tulsa size that has some real size here, and they're going to be able to use that to their advantage in certain spots of the game. So how does Sacramento manage a more physical match? That could be a big question throughout the evening. Our referee tonight is Elio Arguin on a beautiful night in Northern California, an 8 o'clock start Pacific time. And this Sacramento team, perfect at home, not only through 8 games, but these last 3 games, they've been on a different level, Adam, and everyone's starting to take notice. This is a different Republic side now that they are healthy. Meanwhile, here comes that quick turn, and Dalu on the right side sends it middle. That was El Medkar, who had a big goal.
Really interesting when Sacramento had the ball in the feet of Danny Vitiello. Michel Benitez, who's playing in one of those holding midfielder roles, is actually popping up to be a left back. And you see a lot of that in the modern game, and that is allowing Ryan Spalding to basically play up top, go right up to as a left winger, proper left winger, no wing back. We'll see if that continues in the game, and that causes some headaches. And Russell with the hustle. Always love seeing that. It really sets the tone when you have someone. It's just a simple thing. Just go put some pressure on, win it up. The rest of the players feed off that.
Last time these two sides got together, 14 shots versus Tulsa. None on target, though, for Sacramento. You're just not able to get there. Meanwhile, Tulsa was able to find it 6 times, testing Danny Vitiello, getting that set-piece goal late in that game. Calhera not in the lineup tonight, did not travel as he is dealing with an injury. So this is a Tulsa side that's going to have to rely on Dalu El Medkar, who scored that goal in the 2-1 loss in the Jägermeister Cup. Does have a goal in the season as well, coming over from Loudoun. He had 14 goals in 2 seasons, so this is a player that they're likely also going to look for on set pieces. He's got the size, he's got the ability to get in behind. And as we look at the back 3, Adam, Timmer, Kleeman, and Desmond, they've been some of the best, as this one's headed back to Danny Vitiello. Taking a look at Freddie Kleeman, number 6 on your screen. He's got the cast that he's wearing. Injured his thumb in the last match against Las Vegas. Got caught up in a jersey and he's going to be good to go, but never fun to play with an extra weight on your arm.
You don't need a thumb when you're playing. Unless you're a goalkeeper, I think they need them.
And a late whistle coming.
Yeah, initially it was Sebastian Herrera. He was just tangled up. I think it was Sissoko at the back. He's on the ground. And we'll see a lot of that tonight. Players at the back for FC Tulsa are not afraid to get stuck in, and neither is Sebastian Herrera, if you've seen him play.
Scoring a 100th goal in his career a few nights ago in this very building. When he draws attention, there's no doubt about it, which leaves opportunities for Pirano and Cicerone primarily, but some of the other midfielders like Benitez could get in on the action. Here's Stauffer, who came over from Lexington in a transfer after having a really good year with El Paso, where he started 28 of the matches, but not in the 18, not getting any time with Lexington, and so he's able to get a transfer to Tulsa side. He's got to feel good about it. Goes from a club near the bottom of the West to one that's fighting for stay in that top 3 position.
Good Good play, Ryan Spalding there, got his first goal last week. He was delighted. We got to speak to him after the game. We'd love to add to that tally tonight, once again at home.
He was able to get a step, but not on right placement from the back line. Republic with 13 points in USL Championship play, goal differential of +5. Tulsa with 17 points. And one more game played. You talk about this Tulsa team, a little bit of their resurgent. They're averaging 1.8 points earned per game. That's the best in their club history at this point in time. And you know, Luke Spencer, you know, promoted from an assistant role, and we talked to Neil Collins. He said this is the way Tulsa should have been playing for years now, and it seems like Luke's really diving into whatever that formula is, and they found something that's working at him.
Yeah, and it looks good as well. It's obviously you need results, and that hasn't been the case the last few games, but they're close games. They're getting action, and
good action here on this right side. Touched by Gurr, keeps it low. It got through Cicerone, and back post run by Herrera. Timing was a bit off, but good buildup, and now good possession here. An opportunity for Tulsa. The visiting side looking for a runner. Sprays it middle. El Medkar was the target. And Pirano. And you look at that 1-2-3 we saw on that right wing. That's trust, Adam. You're seeing guys really starting to play a lot of minutes together.
Really good, and it's just the timing of the run from Jack Gurr as well. You know, he is non-stop up and down that right-hand side. Just times his run perfectly. Ball's played out in front of him. It's just slightly behind Russell Cicerone in the box, but promising. Again, those are the areas you continue to get Jack Gurr in those areas, and something good's going to come from it. But that's the moments, though, the Sacramento has to be careful. That's when they're probably at the most vulnerable, is when they're attacking, and all of a sudden, quickly down, up the other end come the Tulsa tonight. These two are going to be going at it all night. I'm going to say, give it up. Yeah. 15 minutes before someone gets a yellow card, either Sissoko or Herrera.
Well, and you can see Sissoko grabbing, but Herrera's right back at it. You know, there's going to be no lack of physicality between these two. It's a different intensity from Las Vegas to Tulsa here. I mean, you really can tell. And this is a good chance for Cicerone making a run back to Seba. Hold-up play is good again as Benitez tried to force it through.
Just see how high up Desmond is. Good ball by Spalding, but that's what you want to do. It's even if the other team win the ball or try and clear it, someone is there and it stays in their half. You don't allow them to get out. And that's just being on the front foot, and it's good to see the center backs getting up higher.
Benyon Ronda is able to pick it up. Just a reminder here at the 8-minute mark that you want to call it 811 if you're going to dig. Free service allows utility companies to mark their underground lines, protects you, the community as well. So before you dig, call 811. This comes off a little bit awkward here, and this is going to be a battle as Weber was trying to get in behind. And offside from Herrera. I mean, we've seen Sebastian Herrera step up in U.S. Open Cup play. 4 goals. He had a big one against San Jose last year. This year, he's contributed in the Open Cup as well as the USL Jägermeister Cup. And when the lights are shining bright, when that young man is healthy, good things happen at him for the Sacramento side. How can he influence this team in the attack and getting some of these other players involved in, especially what you've seen over the last few games, even when he's not starting?
Yeah, again, we've seen just the pressure he applies, but it's his hold-up play, it's his ability to score goals, and here we go Tulsa.
Beautifully ball. Elmet Kerr is able to put it through. A sensational back and forth. And the visitors able to strike in the 10th minute. And the Delaware native has got the road team up a goal.
That was absolutely ruthless from FC Tulsa. Just a quick combination play done this left-hand side, and it's Jamie Weber who slides it into Elmed Carr, takes it in his stride, a little bit of separation, and a beautifully taken goal in the far corner. Danny Vitiello had no chance on it, and just like that, 1-0.
And has brought the fans to a bit of silence here at Hard Health Park. Elmed Carr, second goal in the year. First assist for Weber since coming over from South Africa. And they paid quite a pretty penny to bring him into the club, and he's able to cash in there nicely.
Yeah, and he's a good player. And again, you're looking at that, Neil Collins won't be happy at the time given to Weber. I'll get a little bit more pressure on the ball, and then also the space given to Elmed Carr. He should not have that amount of time and space to take a touch and be right inside your box, finishing it off.
First goal Republic have allowed in 3 games after scoring 9 and allowing none. Las Vegas in 2 consecutive matches. You can just see there's an intensity to this Tulsa side that's much different. Republic are going to have to match it, trying to feed it through. Sissoko, nice job defending, and a foul on Benitez as he climbs over the back of Owen Dom.
And going back to Luke Spencer, he's brought organization and discipline to this side. He's making it really, really hard to play against. So now with them with a 1-goal lead, it's going to be even harder for Sacramento. There's a good chance they might sit a little bit deeper and just make sure they're not giving too much away.
And apologies, that was Alex DeLue, who was holding off Benitez there. 1-0. Elmed Carr in the 10th minute. It's the 11th goal allowed, with Danny Vitiello in goal. They came to attack here, Adam. It's not a team way to sit back, and here they go again, all the way through, and it is nearly 2-0. As a late run coming in support, Owen Dom just missing target, may have been deflected by Sacramento, and it is, and it will be a corner kick.
Yeah.
But another dangerous build-up here, Adam.
Have a look at Jack Gurr. Does everything to get his body stretched out as big as possible and gets the right contact on it. If not, that's 2-0 Tulsa.
Matla's disposal corner kick here. First of the night for either team. 13th minute. Sun is set behind us. Right in front of goal. Seba able to get ahead to it, and it's still in there. Not a clean clearance by Sacramento, and finally Nick Ross. As Herrera is down on the turf, it is Delenspierre who is given an early yellow in this game.
Just contact coming in on Sebastian Herrera, just leading with a forearm. I think there was too much intent there. If there was, typically those are given as a red card, but Sacramento struggling to clear their line. And you see Herrera going up for it and just arm extended. Doesn't feel good. I don't think he knew he was there either, but it's an early yellow and he's got to be careful. But you see how lively, and you spoke about they came to play FC Tulsa, and their combinations up top, they're swift, they're moving, they're 1-2s.
Neil Collins telling us these next 2 matches, Tulsa and San Antonio, will be a good test to see where the Republic really are at this point in time of the year. Well, Tulsa coming out early with a look at Ryan Spalding working his way through, chipping it clean, and it's sent in the mix. It's still there for Sacramento. Tulsa pleading for a whistle. They won't get it, and Sacramento will hold on to possession here.
Miscommunication on that right-hand side, but that was very dangerous. Ryan Spalding on the left-hand side finds a way through. There's a couple bodies on him, and it's a dangerous ball put into the box. Defenders actually do a good job getting the right touch on it, because Christian Pirano was ghosting in at the far post.
Pierre was able to get ahead to it, heading toward Peñaranda's goal.
And Peñaranda's telling his defenders, let's just push up here. Again, we got a 1-goal lead. We're in Sacramento. We're not going to take any risk playing out from the back. We'll send it long, and hopefully we win it. And your aim, when that's the case, when you're Sacramento again, it's when the goalkeeper does send it up long. You got to find a way of getting it back on the ground and start dictating the play.
Step aside here from the California Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
Tulsa with just one win in their last 6. They've had a bit of trouble scoring as of late. They've scored 6 in their last 5 heading tonight, but they've allowed 6 goals.
They've got a lot of penalty kicks in the last few games as well. Calhera's been the one who's disposed of those, but typically when you get those, that means you're putting yourself in good areas.
Dangerous here. Nick Ross is cleared out. There is 2 white jerseys almost anytime there's a ball to be played for a Republic player, and again you see it this time.
Yeah, it was a tough ball played to him. Nick Ross, I don't know if he could have done much with it. He did well getting his body in there. Weber catches Nick Ross, get that ball back in play again. These are the moments Sacramento patient with the ball. How quickly can you get it side to side? Can you find that opposite wide guy? Once again, Benitez, number 22, is dropping in that left back position. By doing that, they're probably hoping they pull out a central midfielder and find that avenue into the feet of Sebastian Herrera, Russell Cicerone, but I don't think they're quite biting on it, FC Tulsa.
Sissoko not clearing that cleanly. It allows the Sacramento Republic to find possession once again. Out to the right side to Gurr. Gurr cutting back to his left, sends this over the top, and last touch by Sacramento will be a goal kick. With the USL kicking off the month of June on ESPN2. Eastern Conference powerhouses. Lou City taking on Rhode Island Wednesday, June 11th at 5 o'clock Pacific on ESPN2. We've seen tense play, which we didn't really see in the last couple of weeks here at Hard Oak Park from the opponent. Different story tonight. Maybe a little bit more pressure out on the wings than we were expecting, but there are gaps in that 18 for Sacramento, Adam. They just got to be able to somehow take advantage of it.
Yeah, they've scored a lot of goals in the last 2 games here, and goals did not come that early. You know, it was a little bit later on in the second half, but in the first half, second half of the first half. Get that right. So they know to be patient. Again, this is a new challenge for them, being down a goal at home, and you're going to face all sorts throughout a season, and it's good to see how the team's going to respond. I think it's been a decent response for them so far, and they're still looking to get in this game.
Neil Collins has talked about really those first several weeks of the season being tests that needed to overcome and something they could learn from that would hopefully pay off throughout the rest of the year. This one sent in softly, maybe deflected by a Republic player. Here's Seba holding on for dear life. It trickles to the back line of Sissoko. And here's Arthur Rogers, 2 assists on the year. He's not afraid to get up in the attack as well. Back to the 4-0 win over Vegas in the Jägermeister Cup. Puts Sacramento atop of their group. And Lee Desmond and Jared Mazzola earning round honors, getting to the team of the round. And talk about just those 2 games, and you don't want to put so much on them, Adam, but I think going back to what was so impressive for them was the way that they scored. Different players all different types of goals. And it gives you confidence in plays like this as it goes right back to Spalding. Able to just get a foot on it, and Tulsa. Quick movement from Sacramento, and the crowd loving it. This one's going to go to Seba. Seba with a step. Sissoko and Seba both going down, and Herrera is whistled for the foul.
Yeah, it was just a half a step too late there. Sebastian Herrera. Russell Cicerone knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to find a striker's feet, and he couldn't get the right side of the defender, but it looks like Sissoko has picked up a little bit of a knock. And that coming together.
And the Frenchman, he's a big body, came over from Memphis 901, letting that team in blocks, and here he is being a force against Herrera, and then may have taken one to the calf. And he's going to hobble up, and here is Herrera getting a warning. But this turnaround for FC Tulsa, it is really quite impressive. Their last playoff appearance was in 2021. 47 points. They make it in as the 8th seed in the East. Last year, 10th place, -15 goal differential, 38 points. Have just never really been able to take advantage. Interesting enough, it was, could they be better at home? Well, in all competitions so far, Adam, they're 5 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. So they've been really good going away from Oklahoma. And you can see why. They don't seem intimidated. They seem like they have an identity this year, and it is paying off. As Spalding tried to play that off.
They've come in with confidence for sure. And again, they're missing the top goal scorer out there as well, and it doesn't seem to have affected them.
There was 6 goals on the year, but El Medkar with 2 now.
And this is where you got to be careful, though. Longer throw from Stoffer. He's looking for Sissoko probably to flick this on. Sacramento's got some big boys. Freddie Cleveland's one of them, but
find out Serrato. Serrato is going to curl this ball in. Out comes Vidillo from the 6. And now Sacramento looking to take this one on the run. It's Gerf flying through the seam. Deflected out of play off of Cicerone. Not off Cicerone, but off his attempt. There's Benitez, who got a goal. This current homestand. And Ryan Spalding goal. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to take a look at last week's highlights. It was a beauty. Cross in from a set piece in the corner. Lewis Jamison brought it back to his right and put it through.
Against Las Vegas Lights, these are the moments Sacramento were able to move it wide and then find the feet of Herrera.
Trying to do so against Sissoko. He's been gambling. There could be a moment or two here where they take advantage of that, but the Frenchman has been able to hold his ground to time. Republic Kids Club by Elk Grove Charter School back for 2025. Tailored for kids 12 and under. The Republic KC offers exclusive perks, match day experiences, giveaways, and more. Your young fans won't want to miss out. Join today, sacrepublicfc.com/kidsclub. Diallo. Here comes Pirano. And here comes the right side. Is Nick Ross applying pressure? What a good step there by Ross. And the pressure up top pays off. Sissoko spinning. Herrera away, and now El Medkar moving centrally. As Dalu is just a bit slow to get to him, but it all started with Nick Ross winning that ball back. It's those moments, Adam, that lead to good scoring opportunity.
Yeah, they do, and that's it. You win it back in midfield, and once again, going into the middle. It's going to attract a lot of bodies centrally. It's can you then get it wide? Just look at all the white jerseys in the middle of the park there, and Jack Gurr up top of your screen, Ryan Spalding bottom of your screen. They've got a lot of space. There's going to be a free kick though for Sacramento. Typically what you'll see is when it's a central position like this, you'll have some players go to the left, some players go to the right. Wherever Jack Gurr is in this case opts to take it, they're basically just looking to flick it back across the other way. Just send it back across the goal.
Spalding battling, able to turn the defender. Goes through the wickets almost a second time. And he's really shown something in his last 2 starts. Cicerone. Gurr's got room. Gurr continues his dribble. Benitez didn't like what he saw. Just elected to keep the possession instead. Spalding off the dribble, and he is going to force a corner kick, and that is just a veteran move from the 26-year-old.
He knew he wasn't going to get the cross in. Defender did a good job, nice and tight on him. That's brought about an Atlas disposal corner kick, and it's another chance to send Freddie Kleeman up. Lee Desmond, Jared Timmers floating around the edge of the box. Herrera, we know how good he is in the air. The referee doesn't like it. Let's see. Let's have a guess. Maybe just off your screen who he's talking to. Oh, it's Herrera. Not me, ref. Never me.
And Cicerone, and they're going to have a conversation. As it looks like Elio Aragon is having a chat with both teams, captains here.
And we're going to do it again. It's another Atlas disposal of a corner kick.
Serrato and Cicerone. Crowd not deterred. They stop their feet again. Wind going toward goal. This is across the face. Cleared, and now it's a foot race as Timmer's able to collect. Plays it through. And did Nick Ross get it off of the Tulsa side? He did. Excellent hustle from number 19, and another corner kick for Sacramento.
Keep an eye if something comes from this. He has no right to get that, Nick Ross, but brilliant. He knows what he's doing. Diallo just switches off for half a second, and Benitez going to swing this in.
Gurr winding. Gurr! Oh my goodness, would have ripped a hole in the net at him. A screamer from outside. And Sacramento almost leveling here in the 28th minute.
Oh man, he was just waiting for that, and he got a hold of it, Jack. You're not going to strike a ball much nicer than that. Fortunately for him, it just keeps rising, but what a goal that would have been. If that would have found the top corner, I'd have gone down there and celebrated with him. That was a wonderful strike from the Englishman.
And then continued on to the pub after that. I'm sure we've seen you for the rest of the night, but almost from Jack Gurr, but not it. El Medkar's strike in the 10th minute is the difference here in Sacramento. Reminder, Crystal Creamery has been building strong bones and bodies with the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901, taking pride in delivering dairy you can trust. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh. Seba still battling, doing the small thing. Cicerone now with a step. Cicerone takes one to the ankle. No whistle. And now on the run, here comes Weber. And on this right side, Dalu, El Medkar. Back post, this one's a bit heavy. It will sail out of play. And the counter from Tulsa was just about there again.
And that's the threat. Sacramento have definitely been the aggressor the last 15, 20 minutes since the goal. But that's where they just got to be careful. Again, when you're committing numbers forward, just make sure you're set up at the back.
Seba heads it down to himself and then goes around the body of Serrato. Sebastian Herrera might be one of the most frustrating players to play against, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I mean, he's one of those guys, you love having him on your team, but yeah, you just wouldn't want to play against him. I'm sure at practice he's probably a pest as well.
Ivan Mirkovic sort of like that for Sacramento in the early days, and then a little miss struck there from Danny Vitiello, and Desmond is not able to keep it out of the touchline, and a turnover here as Tulsa will have the throw.
Neil Collins just getting on his team. Again, probably disappointed that they're down a goal, but understanding the situation, and they'll have full confidence they'll find a way back into it. Those 9 goals we spoke about in the last 2 games, they were scored in so many different ways. So Sacramento's not a one-dimensional team. They know they're capable of scoring goals from crosses, through balls, shots from outside the box.
And what we don't see is this team getting down. You know, they've kept their heads up. They've stayed in the game, and right in the mix is Freddie Kleeman, and bodies flying everywhere. As Pierre again is whistled. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, wrap your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download now. Freddie Kleeman leading the USL Championship in duels and aerial duels 1. Right at the top at clearances as well. Valuable as ever on the back line. This man flying down through Pirano. And it comes to Nick Ross. Play alive for the Republic. Benitez thought about sending it in. It'll be Spalding instead. The Republic again moving the ball nicely in the opponent's half.
So well done. Christian Pirano, he overran it in the end, but he went 30-40 yards from his own half into the opposing half, and all of a sudden the ball does get turned over, but you win it higher up the field. And it's so fun to watch when he's driving there, and that's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Serrato, who had a little bit of a talking to on the set piece when he got tangled up with Russell Cicerone. Yep, referee's going to give him a yellow.
That's 2 on the visitors. Pierre with the first.
And he catches Nick Ross a little bit late, and I think the referee was pointing all over the place, and Serrato was saying, I think I've only given 1 foul away, and it was only that one you spoke to me. It wasn't even a foul.
Yellow cards on number 5, Marcos Serrato, in the 33rd minute. Yellow cards were sent by the Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrains.
Well, it comes right back to Timmer. Not how we probably designed it, but. Oh, bad turnover here. El Medkar stepping into it. Dalu on the run. Weber behind him. Plays it centrally, and Benitez goes to ground to thwart the Tulsa attack. And there's going to be a foul. Advantage was given for the moment. Sissoko. And maybe on a warning as well. I don't know, a little push in the back, maybe less. No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a yellow on the challenge, but he's definitely committed enough of them on Sebastian Herrera. He's close. My prediction of them getting a yellow card hasn't quite. I thought that was going to be it.
Headed back to Pierre. Republic trying to step on it. But at some point, as a defender, you've got a couple of your teammates on yellow. It maybe starts to wear on you a little bit, may create open opportunities down.
Well, it's very physically demanding playing against Sebastian Herrera. You know, Sissoko's done a really, really good job so far. I think he's kind of won that duel, I would say. He's eliminating the striker for the most part, but all it takes is you just switching off for 1 second, and Sebastian Herrera is going to be there. He's going to pounce.
Elk Grove Charter School believes nobody succeeds alone. Come see what a flexible education can do for your student. And Tulsa, 4 shutouts on the year, Adam. It's 4th best in the USL Championship. And they don't allow many goals, just 8 in championship play. That is the 2nd best in the league. So it's not going to come easy for the Republic. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, you talk about punishing on their side, but for the Republic, in the same token, how do you get Cicerone involved? And how do you find ways for Pirano to get into the 18 and get a look?
I think, again, a lot of that they're trying to do is find the feet of Sebastian Herrera and then drop it off to those 2 guys, and hasn't quite come off so far.
Left side, Tulsa again surging into the box, plays it low, almost an own goal as it was sent to Danny Vitiello, looks like from Jared Timmer, but the threat was there as Weber and company knocking on the door one more time.
A really alert piece of goalkeeping by Danny Vitiello. Again, it does come off Jared Timmer as it's cut back across. He doesn't know much about it. But Vitiello gets down swiftly to his left-hand side, pushes it away.
Gurr's going to send this forward. Cicerone on the run, and Tulsa has trouble dealing with it. Unfortunately, it's going to come right back to Serrato for the Republic, and a little head on here by Weber. El Medcar again. El Medcar with a step. El Medcar nearly put it far coast, and it was Danny Vitiello who got a hand to it and sent it clear. But yet again, Tulsa with a 3rd threat. They've gotten 1 so far tonight, but this one denied by one of the top goalkeepers in the championship, Adam, but inches away from 2-0.
I think that's sneaking into the far post if he doesn't get his left hand to that down at Vitiello, and it could have been 2-0 Tulsa. They've probably had the better of the opportunities. Obviously, they got the goal, but that was, once again, a little flick on, and El Medcar was through.
Weber to take this Atlas disposal corner kick. Another dangerous ball, sizing up, trying to get a clean look on it. Over the crossbar it goes. It's Owen Dam. Almost. Some nervy moments for Sacramento tonight, Adam.
Almost got his 2nd of the season, and that's given away by Jared Timmer.
Medcar plays it back, but it's to Nick Ross, and Sacramento not out of it yet.
If you missed it, Sacramento a little nervy at the back.
Another turnover. Seba spinning Sissoko around, and Herrera is going to receive a yellow after what the referee says is basically 4 warnings.
Yeah, and both are at it, but Sebastian Herrera just gets a grip of the jersey, and it's obvious to see. Again, he's got to keep his cool. He's got to be careful. We know how he likes to play the game, and sitting on a yellow card, it's a little dangerous with a player like Sebastian. But he is experienced, so he knows what he's doing as well.
Kept on the ground, and a foul against Freddie Kleeman will give Tulsa a set piece. You can see the game plan here, Adam, though. It is give and go as quick as you possibly can for Tulsa and hope you find something.
Yeah, the referee might need to replace his whistle at halftime. This one keeps going off. There's been a lot, and Freddie Kleeman comes through the back. Seeing he got the ball, but it's another threatening area. It's been a very stop-start game. Both teams bringing intensity, though, and you like to see that.
It'll be Jamie Weber. Should be offside, and there it is, an opportunity, hits the back post. Tulsa nearly doubling the lead again. Too many opportunities here for the visitors, Adam. Look at this again.
Yeah.
El Medcar jumped early, but
Pierre got on the end of it with the left foot. Danny Vitiello's in despair, but goalkeeper's best friend saves him. His post.
This is over the top. Beautiful run, and it's just going to be a bit heavy. Jack Gurr felt like he was all over that one. That could spell trouble.
He opened up that space. That's what he's looking to do. He's just open up that space and get the right ball over the top. You got to get the weight perfectly on it, though.
Let's step aside real quick. Hear from Ashton and Price.
At Ashton & Price, we aggressively represent injured victims against insurance companies. That doesn't make us bullies, but fighters. Through honest and aggressive representation, we obtain the best possible outcomes for injured clients, and there's never a fee until we win.
Seba, a high boot from Sissoko. Cicerone now onto it. Cicerone going shoulder to shoulder, turns around, still has it at his feet. Pirano working on the edge of the 18. And El Medcar. This Tulsa front three. They've been able just to spring forward as soon as there's a look. Different flow to this game than we saw the last 3 weeks.
They're a little different from the front three of Vegas, who struggled to get back in. You know, they went forward, stayed high, and then Sacramento was breaking lines all day, had numbers up, but they're willing to put in the work and get back there too.
Even in Indy 11, I mean, this is a Tulsa side that almost you'd mark it up as a point or three in years past, but not this year. And the flag will go up. There is opportunity, Adam, though. You look on that back, they're starting to push it a little bit higher. Sacramento can get those runs. You saw it with Jack Gurr trying to work along the touch line. Closer to the end of the first half. And coming up at the break, we sit down with President and General Manager Todd Donovan as we talk about the stadium and the plans of the City Council vote coming up on Tuesday. Weber back as Stauffer again. To the middle it goes. Pierre. And will this be against Herrera? It will be. And Herrera is going to have a further conversation. And now here comes Dalu. Have a few words. Felt like it was a bit of a cheap shot.
Yeah, I think Pierre's definitely getting there, and Herrera Herrera gets the space underneath him a little bit. I think they're looking to waste a little bit of time. It is always a little dangerous when someone goes up for it, but I don't think there's any real malice from Sebastian Herrera there. I think he's just trying to get his body across. He doesn't even see Pierre.
Sacramento 4 of 5 at home. They have San Antonio next Saturday night, and then 4 straight away from Heart Health Park. Their longest stretch of the 2025 season, and it will be critical in the month of June heading into that July 4th match against Las Vegas in South Nevada. They got Tulsa on the mind tonight. This one's floated. El Medcar and Danny Vitiello goes up for it. Little dummy from Seba there, allowed it to get through. Nick Ross trying to play it right back to Cicerone. And now here comes Sacramento with a bit of pressure to try to see if they can get something before the end of this first half.
I'd imagine there'd be a decent amount of time. Referees stopped the game enough.
Herrera over the top. Had no one running. As Rogers will see it go out.
Yeah, look at it. It's 4 minutes. An additional 4 minutes in this one.
And brought to you by Sacramento County Department of Health Services. Beautiful night. Nice breeze. Temperature in the 70s. Now these home fans are hoping to see a Republic goal. Maybe more. Got spoiled over the last 2 weeks. Peñaranda, 7th appearance. Excuse me, 9th appearance. 6 goals allowed on the year. He's put in a nice season so far. As Jack Gurr is able to draw a foul here in stoppage time.
Time details just going to send this long. They're looking to get something at the end of this half. Try and get themselves even. Tulsa's looking to get into the half with this lead. They have 1 goal.
Benitez frustrated as Weber goes down.
Just have a look at that clock. Every time the game stops, Tulsa, no urgency to get it back in. Neither should they. Desmond might be having a little word with the referee about it.
Gurr chasing. Peñaranda looking to clear. He's able to get it away nicely, but Jared Timmer up top, and now it's Nick Ross. And a foul, or maybe a handball, not quite sure. Handball first. And now Republic will have something.
It's a chance. Got about a minute left in this one. Michel Benitez has got that left foot. These are always ones where you kind of just try and hit this ball on target and hope that it either gets a little flick on or no one touches it. We've seen them sneak into the far post. It's all about timing your run, though. You want to make sure you're not offside. For Tulsa, they've got to keep that line, keep that discipline.
Driven well. Took a deflection. Freddie Kleeman and Cicerone. And another corner kick for Sacramento. Neil Collins said, we've got to be better on set pieces and see if we can get some goals out of them. And here's a chance to do it right before the end of the first half.
And you could probably send one more body up in there, Jared Timmer.
Opportunity, it's sitting in the 6, waiting for someone to send it through. And here's Timmer going right back, and it'll be another corner kick. Or is it off for a Republic player?
Came off Ryan Spalding. I didn't know too much about it. But that first ball was whipped in, and it just sat there, and he was going to get something on the end of it. And end up, Weber does enough to just clear it out of danger. And then the follow-up. Timmer goes right off Ryan Spalding, and that'll probably do it for the first half.
Each side have had quality looks tonight. Just maybe a few more by Tulsa, but you could have a couple more goals in this game quite easily. And it'll likely be Tulsa into the break with a 1-goal advantage. And there it is. 3 bookings, 1 goal after 45 minutes and some change. We'll go to the break as the visiting Tulsa FC take the goal lead on the road as they head into the locker room. More to come on the Modelo halftime show. Pride night in Sacramento. And the Republic will try to find a way to equalize and more in the second half.
Wait, come back! Wait, come back. I need more help. Take a load off it. went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
How does Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water keep you in the game? We always source our water directly from the natural spring to fuel every body, no matter how you like to move it. So whether you're chasing your goals or just staying active this summer, make sure to stay hydrated with Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Focus! Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Whatever it takes. Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain. Let's make a Karate Kid. And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
What a start to the season at Louisville City League! Joe Brito! Oh, it's magnificent! What a finish!
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Western Health Advantage, insurance plans that balance value and coverage. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Halftime here at Heart Health Park. Had a chance to sit down with Republic President and General Manager Todd Dunovit.
Well, momentous moment just upon us around the corner as Todd Dunovit, President and General Manager of the Sacramento Republic, joining us. Todd, this feels like a really long time in the making. We've had our ups and downs in this club. We've had parades, we've had celebrations, we've had council votes before, but this just feels different.
This is different. I mean, this is the final step, and we have come so far as a club, as a community. So for us to be able to finally deliver this, it's going to be an emotional day.
I know that building a stadium is not easy. Building anything takes a lot of work behind the scenes to even get to the point you. Well, momentous moment just upon us around the corner as Todd Dunovit, President and General Manager of the Sacramento Republic, joining us. Todd, this feels like a really long time in the making. We've had our ups and downs in this club. We've had parades, we've had celebrations, we've had council votes before, but this just feels different.
This is different. I mean, this is the final step, and we have come so far as a club, as a community. So for us to be able to finally deliver this, it's going to be an emotional day.
I know that building a stadium is not easy. Building anything takes a lot of work behind the scenes to even get to the point you are, where you're going to be asking the council for some help on some infrastructure. How do we ultimately get this over the line, and ultimately what is this Tuesday going to be about?
You know, it's funny. The council actually came to us for help on infrastructure. The city roads, the city infrastructure, that's all the city's responsibility. With the budget crisis, they asked us about a year ago to take on that burden, to put up that money, which is not small. I mean, we're talking $40+ million, but our ownership stepped up and said, yeah, we'll do that.
And that is a really big deal, because that doesn't come with every development project that is out there. And so I guess for fans, what can they expect? And then conversely, what can just city residents or those of this area who live here and will maybe use this stadium other than soccer, what can they expect with this brand new stadium at the Rail Yards?
It's going to be transformational, not just for the game day events, but to revitalize downtown, to bring people back. We're going to do more than just a stadium. We're going to build a sports and entertainment district, housing around the stadium. So it's going to be a new neighborhood. I mean, it's going to be a massive amount of jobs. We're talking, 10, 20,000 jobs that are going to be added into the economy. Lots of workforce improvement. It is just such an economic catalyst.
On Tuesday, what do you need from fans and those who want to support this project?
Well, we'd love for people to show up. It's 2:00 on Tuesday. I know that's hard for some folks, but if you can make it, we need all the support we can get. The city council has been working with us for months and months and years, really, to get this done. The mayor's out there, stumping to get this over the line, and we feel great about where we're at, but we need that support. We've always had that here in Sacramento. We're so blessed to have a community that's behind us. and we need you to show up again on Tuesday and be loud and be proud.
Well, it's quite a moment for Sacramento, of course, the club as well, and really the biggest infrastructure project we've seen probably since Golden One Center, and what that's going to mean to the rail yards. Much more to come. See you out there on Tuesday. And Todd, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Tulsa with the advantage. And thanks to Todd Donovan for sitting down with us. We'll have more from the Modelo halftime show after this.
Y'all don't got your Brewfest tickets yet? I have what you have, and then I'll take you on. No reason that you should be drinking alone.
At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Listen up. Why do you do it? You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously. Caltrans is working right there. Right next to your speeding car. My mom is out there. That's my dad's truck. That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them and be alert. How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert. Be work zone alert.
At Sky River Casino, experience the height of hospitality. With 18 restaurants and bars, there's something for everyone. It's taste on a whole new level. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Western Health Advantage insurance plans that balance value and coverage. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Let's take a look at our news and notes as we go around the league. And I'll tell you what, a round of applause for Blake Willie, getting some quality minutes, and the U18's doing all kinds of work. And it's hats off to Blake as he is showing complete and just encouraging growth here in 2025.
Yeah, it's exciting times and great for the youngster getting involved, and good signs for the league as well.
And Benny Fiber, the former U.S. men's national team and LAFC midfielder.
Yeah, played against Benny enough throughout our careers, and yeah, it's exciting for him to start his coaching adventure, his journey.
About an hour away. Well, more to come here at the break. Adam and I will see you in a couple moments. I'll get to Adam's thoughts on how Republic can find a goal in the next 45.
What? Y'all don't got your Brewfest tickets yet? I have what you have, and then I'll take you on. No reason that you should be drinking alone. Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? 'Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
¿Cómo se crea una comunidad con actitud ganadora? Manteniéndonos activos, trabajando y jugando juntos, fortaleciendo nuestros cuerpos, huesos y músculos con alimentos sanos, frescos y regionales. Crystal Creamery orgullosamente patrocina a atletas y equipos deportivos en el Valle Central de California. Porque cuando nutres a una comunidad, la comunidad prospera. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
We embody passion, grit, and curiosity.
Pushing boundaries and challenging norms.
We challenge each other intellectually
and practice kindness,
leaving a lasting impact wherever we go.
We do hard things the right way,
soaring high and inspiring others to do the same.
It's a mindset and a lifestyle.
It's the way of the Hornet.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie-cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions, getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you here at the break. Tower Bridge Battalion staying loud in the first 45, but they're going to see if their boys can get one here in the second half. Let's take a look at that first 45 minutes, Adam. Tulsa, we thought they might sit back a little bit, let the game come to them. Not the case at all. They really went after the Republic from the get-go.
They did, and it was a beautifully taken goal. Too much time and space allowed to them, but El Medgar takes it wonderfully. First touch, opens up his body, and Danny Vitiello has no chance. So going in the corner, and that's they could have scored 2 or 3 goals. One amazing save by Vitiello, one off the post. It's again the worrying one for Sacramento is shots on target.
And to date now, you've 3 halves, and you yet to find one on target, and that is going to be a big point of the conversation, I imagine, at the break with Neil Collins. So what is Neil telling his guys, and maybe what adjustments we might see? You've got Lewis Jamison on the bench, you've got Rodrigo Lopez, you got some other guys that can maybe have an impact here.
Yeah, I don't think Jamison unfortunately isn't on the bench tonight, so don't have him coming in, but you have other people who are capable of having an impact. So I think for Neil Collins, he'll say keep taking care of the ball, and then you'll get some chances.
Well, as we go to the second half here, they'll switch sides. It will be Tulsa to the north end and Sacramento to the south. And Rodrigo Lopez on cue coming into this match here in the midfield and likely seeing if he can create something. And there's always a threat when number 8 steps onto the pitch. And he's had success against Tulsa, 3 goals in his career against the club from Oklahoma. What do you expect here from Rodrigo Lopez?
Yeah, and it's Sebastian Herrera is coming out for him, and I think that's probably a little bit of a be cautious as well. You want to play the rest of this game with 11 men. But Roro, again, get him on the ball, get him in those advanced areas. He's such a creative player. And you've got others who can play around him. Russell Cicerone would love to get service. Spalding on the left, Durham the right, and Christian Prano as well. So let him dictate the play.
If you're Luke Spencer, what are you telling your club at the break? And you've obviously got to feel pretty good about your current status.
They'll be delighted. Again, they're in Sacramento. Sacramento hasn't had a shot on target, so they're going to be very hard. And they've looked threatening. They've looked like they're able to add to their tally as well. So I think for him, it's more of the same. But keep it disciplined, especially those guys on the yellow card. What they don't want is going down a man.
No changes for Tulsa, and they will stay with their 11. El Medcar, Dalu, Weber, Dom, Serrato, Diallo, Stauffer, Rogers, Sissoko, Pierre, and Peñaranda. And we'll see what kind of changes maybe Tulsa makes on their back line. We've seen them adjust, play 4 in the back. And if Sebastian Herrera is out of the game, is that going to change maybe the way that they defend a bit? And Russell Cicerone going to cause maybe different looks, different issues for that back line.
Well, I think how Sebastian Herrera plays, but probably right into the hands of Sissoko. He likes the physical contacting. Again, look at the size of him as he plays that ball. What he doesn't want to get is get pulled out of that area and chase people and follow runners.
This one's played through as Freddie Kleeman. El Medcar waiting, plays it centrally.
Tiny spread out early to Michel Benitez. And he keeps dropping in that left-hand side. And then we get a first little look at Roro.
First foul as well. Toronto finding Gurr. Tulsa able to get back and retreat, but a quick tap just cut off by Dalu. Whistle there. This is a Sacramento team that had quite a month of May to remember. They went undefeated, 12 goals scored, 3 clean sheets, only 1 goal allowed, 3 PKs, 9 different scores, and they went from 9th in the power rankings to number 1. See if they can continue that here in the month of June. Good takeaway, right back from Roro. Cicerone dribbling. Tried to put it through and runs just a bit late. I say this, Tulsa, not only have they able to move forward, their recovery back has been epic tonight. I mean, really not allowing Sacramento to get any kind of quality look as the captain will take his first corner kick of the evening and first of the second half for Sacramento. Lopez spinning, turning, and a goal kick is where this will leave us.
Came off the back of Russell Cicerone. They've been really well. Again, we spoke about the discipline. They're well organized. They've got the 3 at the back, but then they've got the 2 midfielders, Serrato and Diallo, just sitting in front, ready to get back. Stauffer on one side, Owen Dom on the other side. Tough to break down. And again, look at the goal kick. They're not putting any risk into their game right now. They're just sending that ball long, whereas some other teams, they'd still play that ball short and kind of creates just a little bit of a chance for the opposition.
Well, they bring in some proven winners: Sissoko from Memphis, Pierre from Colorado Springs. Toronto trying to go through, and it's bouncing all over the place. Good defending by Lee Desmond. Here comes the pressure. They're picking their spots, and they've proven to be right on target so far as Ryan Spalding attempts to go right through Stauffer. back at this history, Adam, Sacramento, 9 wins, just 1 loss. That was earlier this year, and 5 draws. Tulsa just scoring their 8th goal in club history here at Heart Health Park in the 10th minute tonight. This one's over the top as Gurr onside as he comes together with Dom. And now Nick Ross able to almost keep this in, and a bit of contact on Diallo. USL Championship on CBS and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches, expert analysis every day on CBS Golazo Network and ESPN Plus, USLChampionship.com for complete TV listings.
The referee's just given a little warning. He's aware. It was Pierre who started lining up the free kick, takes a little bit of time off, and then leaves it for his goalkeeper. And the referee just letting them know that he's not going to let that fly, and he's going to keep adding on the time.
Well, Tulsa's game plan, part of tonight, was to make this the most start and stop, herky-jerky kind of feel. They're succeeding 50 minutes in. No flow to this one.
Well, it helps that they have that goal. Again, that plays into it. If they're down a goal, I think the urgency, the intensity is a little bit different, but they're just trying to manage this game. They're exactly where they want to be 51 minutes into this contest.
Spalding pushing forward. Spalding is tripped up. Advantage was given.
It's a throw-in. I don't think there's any foul given on there.
Nick Ross has room in the middle. We'll send it left to Roro. Lopez looking for the switch. Probably nobody better in the championship than Roro doing just that. Sets up this. Gurr looking back for Roro. Roro with the header. Oh, that would not have been on your bingo card tonight. But Roro trying now to implore the crowd to get going.
He's got hop still. Look at him getting up, and it's incredible. He was the one who played that ball across, and he finds himself in the box. And it is hard to do from a kind of standing position. He does really well getting up there, Roro. It's hard to get enough power to really challenge the goalkeeper, but promising signs. And that's the first time we've really seen him get on the ball and facing forward a lot of time and space. And that's what you need more of in this second half, whether it be that long diagonal switch or just finding other runners.
And with that, let's step aside and hear from our sponsor at SMUD.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands are taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're changing the world. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
Benyon Ronda is able to track that well enough in front of Spalding. Tulsa in the 10th minute, El Medkar from Weber, who had his first assist in a Tulsa uniform. As Republic trying to level this one here in the second half. Still plenty of time. As they put in number 8 at the break. Seba on a yellow card. Pirano. There are a few players better at dribbling than Christian Pirano. Timmer just not high enough. And Dom will send it up the pitch. Well done by Freddie Kleeman to keep that in play.
Well, he didn't really want to take a throw in with that big thing on his wrist, so I think that'd have been fun to watch, actually.
And Pirano just run over by Diallo.
Get that ball back in play. Nick Ross does. He just gets it back in play. You got to keep going. They're trying to just slow this game into submission here, Tulsa. They really don't want Sacramento getting any type of momentum.
Good idea by Cicerone. Nobody making a run with him. And it was beautifully placed over the top by Freddie Kleeman.
Wide open.
Diallo, El Medcar flies it across to the right and not able to get a look on target there, Adam. But Tulsa still with possession. They give it away.
I think
Sacramento very lucky, Adam.
He's already scored a goal tonight, El Medcar, but I think he should have gone for that himself. Wide open as that ball gets played through. I think he's got to try and slot this, and he does see Weber wide open as well, but hard to get that ball with the right weight on it with your toe.
Roro's going to wait for it. Pierre, unbelievable, and the crowd knows it too. That one's tough, Adam. I don't know if he's trying to join the circus here, but look at this. No one's touching him. No one touches him. Maybe a little shove there from Pirano is just enough, but hey, Tulsa has been able to draw this game into the way they wanted to play it, and all their credit. Sacramento's got to find a way to change the narrative. DeLu inside the circle. And Weber. Benitez is booked.
You got to keep the composure, Sacramento. You can tell there's a little bit of frustration out there. Game's not going how they want it. And just as this ball's released, referee's right there. Studs down the back of DeLu's leg. And the referee didn't miss it. As clear as a yellow card, as you'll see.
Well, can't watch the match? We'll turn on Sirius XM 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk. That's Sirius XM FC 157. Weber will stand over this here as Tulsa, 60 minutes into this match, has a 1-goal advantage in Sacramento. It's been a battle between these two sides. You expect to continue. Cicerone does a nice job holding his ground there, and it will be a goal kick for Danny Vidiello.
You're going to have to try and get Roro into this game a little bit more. Christian Pirano, he's been getting some touches, but everything's kind of been behind him. He needs to go forward like that. He's gone backwards right there. They've done a good job, Tulsa, in kind of eliminating his threat. Not enough on that ball. This is where he can operate when he's going forward. You just don't really have that option of getting into the striker's feet anymore with Sebastian Herrera. Sissoko did a good job against that in the first half, but it's always good to have it. And Nick Ross get himself in the book as well.
Plenty of time left in this one. It's just as past the 60th minute, so you think of 30 minutes. Republic have been scoring goals and spurts recently.
Battle, and Dom goes right for the ankles of Christian Pirano in a quick booking. That's a 6 for both, 3 for each team tonight.
For Pirano, can he get him back up and on his feet? Hopefully it's nothing too bad when Dom gives it away. And a lot of the time when you do give that ball away, you go right back for it and reckless challenge. If I'm Pirano's teammates, I'm trying to just get him back up and on his feet. And he is back up, Christian Pirano. He looks like he's ready to go.
Well, 3 yellow cards issued to each side. And Adam, this might be the most cast we've seen on a pitch, 3 as well. Dom, Weber, and Fred Kleeman.
No, Owen Dom just had a little word to Christian Pirano after that play, after he got him. He was just kind of having a little chuckle with him, kind of goad him on a little bit. So just keep an eye on those two anytime the ball is near them.
And Pirano still limping a bit.
Yeah, I think that's actually, I don't think that's from the initial one. I think that's just from that second interaction between the two players.
Cicerone trying to peel off this run. Takes the first touch well. Dribbles into the box, cuts it back for Lopez, and it ping-pongs around. And Peñaranda catching a break there. His back line once again recovering well and stops another Republic threat.
Yeah, he does so well here, Russell Cicerone. Times his run, great first touch, second touch was great as well. But he's almost on a little bit of an island by himself up there. He needs more help and a little bit quicker too.
Flag goes up for offside. Choosing the right health plan for you and your family is simple. The Western Health Advantage. Check out their affordable plans. They've been keeping the community strong for more than 25 years. Go online, westernhealth.com. Activity on both benches, and Sacramento may be looking for attacking help. Cicerone battling with Sissoko. Gurr, a little bit of a bump. He'll stay on his feet, but it'll be Tulsa to recover.
And I remember being a player in this kind of situation, you're looking at players warming up. Oh, that's a great run.
Benitez going over the top to clear it away. El Medcar has found his lane. That little pocket has been open a couple of times. It led to a goal in the 10th minute. He's had 2 more looks since.
And Tulsa felt there was a little bit too much contact on that. When El Medcar got to it, it's going to be offside. Really clever play down this left-hand side, and he keeps finding those pockets of space.
I think you're right that Neil Collins might be making a change here, wanting to get some runs. He's got Rodrigo Lopez out there, but it might be the end of Christian Pirano's night. And this one's played right up the heart.
I remember being a player, though. You see players warming up on both sides. I would much rather be a Sacramento player coming into this game than a Tulsa player, where your objective is a little bit different. Once again, El Medcar trying to get through. Actually, that might have been Toulouse that time. But for Sacramento, you've got 25 minutes. Hey, go get your team something, all right? And you can go non-stop. I'd much rather prefer that than, hey, it's 1-0. Don't mess up. Don't give up a goal. Don't do any of that stuff. So it's a very different situation that the substitutes on both sides face.
Sacramento quickly back in. Gurr, here comes the cross. Opportunity right back. Follow up from Benitez. Just a minute. Oh, it was right there, Adam. Cicerone near post. Benitez out of nowhere. And almost a game-tying moment for Sacramento.
Oh, he's a fraction of a second late, Michel Benitez. He just can't extend that leg long enough. But good play. That's where they're going to get some chances, Sacramento, if they can keep getting Jack Gurr in those areas with space in front of them.
They're going to make the change, and here they are. Sacramento's going to go to a back four now, as Cicerone is coming off the pitch, as is Freddie Kleeman, Trevor Amon, and Luis Felipe into this game.
Yeah, that likely will change things for Sacramento, or it could just mean Michel Benitez drops back in.
Lopez, low one. Oh, it's right there, but just skims off the top. And would have been a quick one for Republic back on the set piece. But talked about game changers in this league, and there's a top 5 list, and you know Rodrigo Lopez is on it. Instantly, we've seen his opportunities give quality chances here for Sacramento. And now FC Tulsa will make a couple of changes.
This is something as well, just looking at, you know, Sacramento's just made 2 changes. Tulsa, you can see, are going to make 2 changes. Why not, for the sake of speeding up the game, just, hey, you've got to make your changes right at the same time. You know, it slows the game down, which is, again, it's the right thing to do if you're Tulsa. It's been a good night. Weber comes out of the game. He got the assist and the goal from Elmed Carr.
Goldthorpe's first touch is a header forward. Tulsa seeing if they can find a second here, Adam. DeLu working on Gurr. Trevor Ammon with a step. Trevor battling with Delenz. And Pierre goes to ground, and the crowd is furious.
Trevor Ammon, he gets in front, Pierre makes a good recovery, and I'm not sure if he gets contact on him or if it was just the referee signaling for the training staff to come on and have a look at Pierre. I think he's maybe cramping up.
Well, they have taken the fun out of this one. And you're up a goal. You have one all-time win against this Sacramento side. You're going to do everything you can to try to see if you get 3 points on the road. This 3 points could be massive for them to hang around that top 1 or 2 positions, Adam.
It really is. And again, regular season, you play each team twice. They're only going to play Tulsa twice. And if Tulsa can take 6 points from Sacramento Republic, I mean, what a turnaround in their season. And they could play each other again. Unlikely they'll play in the USL Jägermeister Cup. Just with Tulsa, I doubt they're going to advance after only taking a point from their first 2 games. But maybe in the playoffs, we'll see each other again.
And this might impact seedings. You see where this game at. Plenty of time here. We're not saying this is the 3 points, but you know where this is going. Sacramento's opportunities are not going to come in a flurry that we saw last couple of weeks.
That was lively, though, from Trevor Ammon, and he's been given the job of getting his team back into this game. He is that striker. We spoke about his consecutive games goals. Stopped last week. He didn't get into the game, but now he does get into the game. So can he keep that little streak? Can he get a 4th goal in 4 appearances?
He came in against Vegas late with Rodrigo Lopez. Lopez put it right into the 6, and he was able to finish it off. And Neil Collins is hoping for more of that magic here this evening at home. It's going to be a tough stretch after San Antonio comes to town. Again, 4 on the road after this 5-match stretch here at Heart Health Park. Well, if you're seriously injured, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price for a free consultation. 70 minutes gone by in Sacramento. And in the 10th, it was El Medcar from Weber. Cross coming for Tulsa. Here comes Pirano. Gurr looking for Trevor Ammon. And another Tulsa player down on the turf. It's DeLue, and the Sacramento will play on.
Yeah, they don't have to knock that out. It isn't a... The referee's not going to stop the game. Contact to his head. I think he's holding his leg.
Jack Gurr, they've got a man advantage here with DeLue on the ground. Pirano, Roro. And you see Diallo now trying to draw a foul, and miraculously DeLue is back up on his feet. Ryan Spalding staying on his feet as well. Spalding working in, tapping to Trevor, back to Spalding. A lot of contact, and Tulsa is able to clog up the lane for just a moment.
And keep them in there if you're Sacramento. Do not allow them to regain possession or get any type of established possession. Keep that pressure going.
Spalding, bit of a drag, and this is going to take a deflection. It'll find Peñaranda.
Now DeLue does go down, finally get some treatment, or come out of the game.
Yep. Peñaranda and Trevor Ammon back on the pitch together after a stint with the Hailstorm. Well, with this moment for the training staff, let's hear from our sponsor, Pacific Office Automation.
Pacific Office Automation is your one-stop shop for office technology, copiers and printers, managed IT, unified communications, and more. Visit pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
So St. Clair and Lukic into the match for Tulsa as DeLue and Pierre come out of the game.
I think Pierre is still in the game, still on the field. I think they've got a lot of players on the field. Do they have?
They've got 11, but somebody's coming out. It is Pierre. Here he comes. And Neil Collins just throwing his hands up like, what are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, Sinclair hadn't came on the field yet.
+15 minutes here. How do you get over this if you're Sacramento and not allow this to continue to impact you or mentally frustrate you?
It's hard. I mean, I've been in so many situations like this, you know, as a player, and you gotta keep going. There's no other. Yes, the rhythm of the game isn't there. You can't get it, but it just takes someone. Someone's got to step up. Again, it's a team sport, but it's a bunch of individuals out there, and who's going to provide that magic? Is it going to be this man, Trevor Ammon?
Roro trying to read it, and that's last touch by Trevor, and it'll be a throw for Tulsa.
It's not gone their way so far tonight, Sacramento, but again, there's plenty of time left in it. Just need to keep going, show that urgency.
Well, we've seen it all almost in these first 10 games for Sacramento, the way that they've had to go against a variety of teams. The score's been up to 5 goals. We've seen opportunities for Sacramento going in late in the games, up 2 goals, end up with a draw. Anything can happen here. We know how talented these players are on every team now, and it's never a sure deal like it used to be.
Yeah, and I think obviously the last 2 games have been against Las Vegas Lights, and part of the question coming into this one is the team going to continue that rich vein of form against a different opponent? And so far that hasn't been the case. I think, you know, Tulsa's been a far different challenge for this Republic side, and one right now that they've kind of not been able to figure out.
San Antonio beating Las Vegas tonight 3-0. And Monterey with the final 2-1 over Lexington. Oakland and El Paso with a draw. Phoenix getting the 3-1 victory over Orange County. And a draw between Colorado Springs and New Mexico United. So Sacramento can earn a point here. Would definitely serve them well and preserve what has been 8 games here at Hard Health Park this year without a defeat. How does Luis Felipe make a run here? He has yet to find a goal in championship play in 2025.
Can you get it to the other side now? Can you get that ball quickly to the other side again? The more passes it takes to get to the opposite side, more likely the opportunity's gone.
Nice ball from Ross. Pirano now charging forward. Pirano trying to peel off. Harvey St. Clair having a hard time. This one is from Luis Felipe, and Felipe just going right into Owen Dom. An advantage being played, and now Lee Desmond in a foot race with Goldthorpe, as Goldthorpe is unable to turn a corner.
Yeah, he might get himself a yellow card, Luis Felipe, when it's... I don't know if the referee should be stopping that. He's back up on his feet. I'm not sure if Luis just slipped as he got in there, but it looked clumsy. Let's see. He's going to go. I think he might give him a yellow. No, he doesn't. He lets him away with it. You love seeing it. I used to love that. Is the referee going to forget about this? Because that was a bit of a reckless challenge.
Benitez playing forward, trying to get Spalding to go. Public got to keep it going. Roro dropping back. Roro and Pirano. Timmer able to get in front and draws the foul. Select are proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Select there every step of the way. Pirano feeling the pressure. Jack Gurr just a step behind, trying to bring it down just outside the 18. Sends the cross in anyway. Here comes Benitez and collides with his own player. And a Tulsa defender just sent it backwards over the net. Quite dangerous.
Yeah, Jack Gurr initially, a great run. He couldn't get the touch he wanted, but he sends a dangerous ball in. Benitez challenges for it. And it was Rogers who, well, unorthodox with that clearance. He's not lucky he didn't put that in his own goal.
Sets up a corner kick for Rodrigo Lopez.
And these are the moments. Can someone step up here, come up from the back, get your head on something?
Ball driven well. A bit low.
And get it back to Roro.
Toronto recycles runs here. Trying to stay on his feet. Cuts it in, chips it, but it is deflected.
You still got the big guys up there.
Gurr's going to send it. Back post. Lee Desmond comes crashing in. And Tulsa wants no part of it.
And even just those little things there, the ball's just falling, favoring Tulsa, just where those little poor clearances, and Sacramento just not getting those little bounces that sometimes you need.
Gurr along the touchline. Can he get there? Republic Brewfest presented by Sky River Casino is back. June 14th, Hard Health Park. 20 local breweries are coming in before the match. Secure your tickets before the prices go up. That's next Saturday. As Sacramento round out this 5-match home stretch. Roro. Scott Rogers turned around. Luis Felipe heads it forwards for Amon. Felipe's back in the center of the corner. Pirano. Pirano dancing all around. Now here comes Gurr. Gurr with a cross. It's too heavy.
Pushing though, Sacramento.
Spalding. Nick Ross. Luis Felipe poking it down. Sacramento has got the possession here. Crowd just wanted to get something on goal.
Yeah, they have not challenged Peñaranda in the Tulsa goal yet.
Takes a deflection. And he just sent it out. It was misplayed. And there may be changes for Sacramento at the next time. There's a moment in the game. Pirano lets it through to Gurr. Well done. Gurr chipping this one. There's nobody on the backside. As Spalding will keep it in play. Roro now. Here's Nick Ross. They're going to keep it on this side. Roro's going to deliver this one. And it will be to Peñaranda in the 6. As there was Ammon in the neighborhood.
Yeah, only Ammon though, and the 3 defenders around him. And Roro's doing the right thing. He's trying to find his striker. It's going to be real hard to find him, especially with the size of Sissoko in and around there. They need to get more people into the box. And fortunately for Republic, they don't have any other goal scorers on the field. We've seen Cicerone come out of the game. Sebastian Herrera came out at halftime.
And no Lewis Jamison, as you mentioned earlier.
And Dominic Vanner's not on the bench tonight either, who can pose an attacking threat. So even the substitutes who are going to come into this game aren't known for really getting goals. Does not mean they cannot get goals, though.
Justin Portillo, the former Tulsa man, and A.J. Edwards.
Also leading the match, number 3, Ryan Spalding. They were replaced by number 43, Justin Portillo. And number 23, A.J. Edwards. Substitutions presented by Minigaming.
Portillo with a goal and 2 assists for Tulsa before coming to Sacramento midway through. Here's Trevor Ammon cutting it back through the lane. Felipe making the run, but too many white jerseys in the aber. Darren.
Yeah, a little too late. There was no one in the box. That's going to be a free kick on Timmer. A.J. Edwards does so well flicking it on to Trevor Ammon. When he plays it, there's just no one else in there. You're looking at the clock, you get 5 minutes, probably going to get at least another 3-4 stoppage time. You have to challenge the goalkeeper. could be a shot from outside the box, but you got to get something if you're Sacramento. You can't go 2 games against a team without getting a shot on target. You can, but you're not going to get nothing from it. It's just too stagnant, Sacramento. Everyone's just standing still. Jared Timmer taking his space. He's going to not get the foul.
Sacramento will be charged with one. Well, this Father's Day weekend, treat dad to the family 4-pack from the Republic. Get 4 tickets and parking just for $99, $140 in value. Celebrate with the whole crew here at a Sac Republic match. San Antonio FC coming to town, and there is a booking. Neil Collins and his staff, they're all up on the bench.
That's a second yellow.
And that's a second yellow, and there is a red shown, as it is against Owen Dom.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite sure who the card was against. It's the Republic bench quite upset, and rightfully so. That's the reason why.
Yeah, well, Owen Dom had that challenge earlier in the game.
Is this the moment where Sacramento is able to find just a crack in the door now as Tulsa leaves them an opportunity here with 10 men on the pitch? And now a yellow card is shown to the Tulsa bench. And there's going to be 2. I bet this assistant's going to be gone, and he is.
That's not what Luke Spencer wants to see. He's losing their cool a little bit. And this is just going to add more and more time to that clock.
Tulsa's had control maybe mentally of this game for 80-plus minutes. But have they left an opportunity now for Sacramento?
Yeah. I don't think anyone's left that technical area, though, for Tulsa.
Well, it got the crowd fired up, Adam. I know they're feeling frustrated.
Yeah, and they can stay in their seats. We've seen enough late drama at Heart Health Park to know that this game is not done yet.
Crowd now stomping their feet on the bleachers.
It's silly for Owen Dom as well. He's had a really, really good match. Now he's going to miss a game. And he's going to miss the end of this one. And he will not feel too happy if Sacramento come back and get something from this.
Public playing just their 10th match of the season in USL Championship play. Of course, with a couple of added Jägermeister Cup games. And there is a heavy challenge against Rodrigo Lopez, who goes down along the touchline. And the crowd really making some noise here at Heart Health Park.
Get people in the box. You've got to get that ball into the box. You've got to get bodies in the box.
Here's Edwards. Came in as a sub just a few moments ago, trying to turn the corner. Keeps it on the ground. And Portillo and Ammon was there. And look at that, Edgard. AJ just trying to do everything he can to win this ball back. And he may have earned a throw, and it should be Republic ball.
But foul against him. He just came in a bit too aggressive. Again, don't foul here.
Oh.
And you can see he was a little frustrated, and I don't think there was too much in it, but Yeah, I know he left an elbow in there and is fortunate.
7 minutes of stoppage time, and it's brought to you by Sacramento County Department of Health Services.
And it just slows the game down. You've got them in a good spot. You would have a throw-in high up in the field. You love the energy from A.J. Edwards, but you got to be savvy.
And if Tulsa looking to come in and frustrate the Republic, they've done so for 90 minutes here. But they are down to 10 men after 2 yellows shown to Owen Dom. Crowd stomping their feet once again. Trevor Ammon. It'll go through to Gurr. And it will be a deep throw for the Republic here. It'll be A.J. Edwards.
And he's got a long throw on him. So that's why they're sending up Lee Desmond, Jared Timmer. You've got to get someone in front. If it's Luis Felipe, get in front. You got to win this flick on. You can't allow that first head on this to be a Tulsa player.
Sacramento almost flayed in. Oh, it was right there on the doorstep for Jared Timmer to equalize at him.
I don't think he knew much about it, and they did it. They executed it perfectly. They got the flick on that they needed. Oh, and they're going at each other, and it just came off Timmer. He didn't have enough time to react, and I think it was his leg, and it looks like Rogers and Sissoko are going at each other.
It is falling apart here for Tulsa in the last 10 minutes, Adam. I haven't seen that this year. I've seen about all of it now.
Yeah.
This place is going to erupt if Sacramento can somehow find an equalizer. And Jared Timmer almost did, as it would have been ricocheted off a Tulsa player. And Trevor Ammon, a step almost in on goal. This is dangerous, however. Goldthorpe cutting back to his right, and it goes right to Danny Vitiello. Good look from the substitute from Tulsa. A little bit higher pressure from the visitors, who do have just 10 men on the pitch. Edwards able to recover. Gurr sends across it, a bit lazy, and Rogers takes a step in front of Peñaranda, keeps this possession for Sacramento potentially. And that is going to be off Tulsa. Another throw for the Republic.
And once again, get the big guys up. He can throw it in far enough here. What's so good about these throws from Edwards? They're kind of coming in flat. You know, they're not too high. Wow.
Edwards, the follow-up, Benitez. The crowd could taste it on that one, Adam.
Oh,
Peñaranda comes on, just sells out his body.
He's gone 93 minutes without making a save, but what a moment for Peñaranda. He made himself as big as he possibly could. Michel Benitez said all the time. Kind of turned his body away. I think he's a little fortunate there. And he's milking the clock right now. Oh, that one. That was the moment you were waiting for Sacramento. Michel Benitez, who's got himself in some really dangerous areas all night. I mean, that's kind of telling you something if your most threatening player has been your holding midfielder. I love his energy.
He has been exactly what the Republic have needed in a variety of ways this year.
Stop those feet.
Peñaranda back up in between the sticks. Sacramento's got a set piece on a corner kick. They'll go short, back to Roro. Roro chipping this one, waiting, and it's just outside the 6. Republic pleading handball. And Gurr will go all the way back to Danny Vidiello. Vidiello looking for Roro. Hammond played it off Tulsa defender. Another corner kick. We're in stoppage time. Republic down a goal.
Just off screen, Danny Vitiello was begging to go up and get involved in this action. They said nope.
Driven well. Peñaranda snatches it. As another quality look.
Gotta have someone blocking the goalkeeper. Just don't, you can't allow him just a free space to come and snag it. And he's hurt his back grabbing that ball.
Sore back will do that to you. Sacramento, though, they are running out of time. Find an equalizer. A bit of theatrics at the end here. Owen Dom sent away with his second yellow card, and much more after that. Peñaranda is in his 6th. Here comes his former teammate. If they get 3 points, they don't care how many boos they're going to hear. They will feel good heading back to the Midwest.
VTL is going to have to quickly get this back in, although we are in the 97th minute. There has been a couple stoppages within this last 7 minutes. Jared Timmer knows it. He knows he's got enough time to send it forward. And that is contact from Ammon on Sissoko. And Rogers and Roro getting into the referee's heading over that way. And it's been a frustrating evening here in Sacramento for this Republic side. Not if you're a FC Tulsa fan or player. You've probably enjoyed it. And they had a game plan. They came in and they've executed it wonderfully. A great goal in the first half by El Medkar. Looks to be the only goal of the night, unless we're going to have some real late drama. And aside from that one save about 3 minutes ago from Peñaranda, Sacramento really haven't troubled Tulsa enough.
And one shot on target in 2 matches is going to be tough to get it done. Throw for the Republic. Still given time here, and this may be the last possession. And nope, they're going to redo it. And he said A.J. Edwards came a bit too high up the pitch. I hope your Republic will get this one more look. But they got to move it forward, Adam.
Yeah, they got. I wouldn't even pass it across, Jared Timmer. Lee Desmond, get it forward. You got to go. And the referee looks like he's going to let them. And I'll probably do it.
And that will do it. Tulsa gets their second win against the Republic in 2025. El Medkar in the 10th minute. And it was feisty until the end, and it continues to be, as now A.J. Edwards and others getting in on the mix. And they're going to try to break these players up. It was physical. It was feisty, as we talk about a game that Tulsa came in here and to try to impose their will and a style tonight on the road, and they got it done. And credit to them. They've got 20 points now on the season, Adam, and their 6th win in USL Championship play.
And they had a game plan. They executed it perfectly. Really frustrated Sacramento Republic here in Sacramento. And they're the first team to come at Heart Health Park in all competitions this year and get the 3 points. And you got to say they deserved it. Still going at it out there, and A.J. Edwards needs a bit cooling down.
All right, well, Sacramento unable to find one late here. We'll head to the break. It's Tulsa who able to come up the victory. 1-0 here in Northern California.
SMUD's clean class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can, health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions, getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it botch yourself, huh? 'Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
Our final score brought to you by Jessup University, 1-0. Tulsa with the shutout, their 5th on the season. And they get it on the road in one of the toughest places to play. The first loss for Sacramento here at home on the year. Image of the match presented by Power Business Technology. Nick Ross and company falling a bit short tonight, but let's take a look at how it went down early on. Pull for it. 10th minute in, El Medcar puts him on the board.
El Medcar took it so well. And Weber, too much time and space allowed, but I give credit where credit's due. That was a really, really well done. Well taken goal from them. 1-0, and then Sacramento pushed in the second half. Michel Benitez was the man who came closest on a couple of occasions. That time the ball just too far ahead of him. And then we saw
down,
man.
Well, the yellow was shown, and then Sacramento trying to get one in right there. Jared Timmett, also the ricochet light goal and miss. And Edwards came in, I thought, had an impact at him.
Yeah, he really did. This one, you thought that was it. Michel Benitez, he catches it well enough, but the goalkeeper makes himself big. Only save of the night for him, and then it was too much after the game. Lost the game.
course, if you don't have it, Pride Month. And the crowd into it early. Sacramento unable to overcome the style of Tulsa that imposed their will tonight, and they get their victory. I want to thank our entire crew from Sacramento. For Adam Moffat, I'm Rob McAllister. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Saturday night right here at Heart Health Park.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.